Oh man, I'm live. And that's great. Anyway, we are going to talk today about team glitches. A glitch can be just about anything. For example, here I am sitting in my office master bedroom, and I have taken and moved the back screen so that you can't see the bed. That's a glitch. What do? Quit? Start over? Just fix it. Just fix it. It's no big deal. So, all through life, you're going to have glitches come your way. That's life. That's life. So, this video, I'm going to touch on a few topics. My pastor did a sermon on Patrick Lencioni's Five Dysfunctions of a Team. That's where I got the whole idea for this, my newsletter this time. And that's why I wanted to talk about glitches on the team. A lot of people will get all flustered and, oh no, I didn't do this right. I didn't do that right. Well, no, don't get flustered. Don't get frustrated. It's a glitch. Fix it. Move on. Go forward. So I could have went, oh no, my screen's not perfect. Let me start all over again. You don't need to start over again. Go from where you're at and move forward. Number one, it's a sign of maturity. Yes, it is. Number two, keep you from trying to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. We all have glitches, and that's just life. And it doesn't matter if it's in your work life, your family life, your Christian life, your spiritual life, your interaction with your neighbor. We have things in life that keep us on edge or not where we should be. I like the coffee with the Rev, number one, because I like coffee. This is one of my older mugs. I do have a new mug for 2021. You guys can order, what is it now? I think it's $25 for the mug and include shipping. And that one is, the new one is like a cobalt blue on the center and has a cobalt blue handle and different picture on that one. If you want one, contact me. The Rev, THEREV, at a step above, ASTEPABOVE .life, You'll like it. And every day it reminds you, be a step above in everything you do. This doesn't mean you got to be the best. It just means you need to be a little bit better than you have been each day. Okay, let's move on to talk about, what makes a good team, and I'll try to do these fairly quickly. The video today will give you more insight by Patrick Lencioni himself. So the base of all things, the base, like he shows a pyramid, is trust. Now, tell me, do you trust everyone in your life? Or see some eyes rolling, the heads shaking. I understand. So, no, you don't trust everyone, but that's the way it is. You can't trust everyone. I understand that, but you don't have to make people that you don't trust feel like you don't trust them. So anyway, let me move on here. I'll get stuck on this one. So family, work, athletic teams, church, business, you name it. You have to have trust. And it keeps whatever you're doing sustainable. If you have trust, you can sustain the family, the business, the church, or whatever. But you have to have trust with each other. So when you tell someone, I'll be there at 10 sharp, be there. Except don't be there at 10 sharp. Be there 10 minutes before 10 sharp. Or, you know, if you need some help with something, I'd be glad to help you. And then they call and you go, oh, no, you know what? I think I got to dye my hair that day. No, you said you'd help. Help. Anyway, let me move on. So conflict. Oh, boy. So, wait a minute. You don't want conflict? Well, why not? So, conflict's bad? Really? Are you sure? In reality, positive conflict, in other words, disagreeing in a way that's helpful, is good. If you have a team, I want to use church for a minute. If you have a team at church and everybody's afraid to speak up when the pastor says, all right, what should we do about this? And everybody's like, oh, just whatever you say, you know. Who wants a bunch of yes people? I don't even want that in my family. When our kids were growing up, now listen to how I'm saying this. When our kids were growing up, I encouraged them to get the facts. And if I said something, a teacher said something, a minister said something, I don't care who said something, and they didn't agree with it, in a tactful, respectful manner, say, wait just a minute. What about, I read, I know, whatever it might be, and have the freedom to disagree. If it was about some way I wanted them to do something in the house, they might have come up with a better way. They had permission to trust that I'm not going to lambaste them for coming up with a different way. They could say, well, what if I did this and this and then I did it this way? Well, if the job got done and it didn't entail any danger or damage to anything, yeah, go ahead. Sounds great. Next. You can do that family with your business teams. One thing I dislike a lot is, and this happens a lot, not just small companies, all size companies, is to have a leader that thinks they know it all. They're so smart. They're the ones that's got their bucks on the line for this company, and they're the ones that's going to make a decision. And that, you know what? They're not going to last long. I saw a video the other day. I can't remember who did it. He was talking about he consulted for a firm back in the early 2000s. There was a startup that had tons of money for the startup. Yay. However, everybody on the team was afraid to say anything to the leader because they didn't want any repercussions or him jumping down their throat or anything else. He went in as a consultant. The owner actually asked him, the founder asked him to come in. He came in, went through and got everybody individually to give all of this information about how the leader could improve. So what does he do? He gets up, stands up in front of, okay, we're having a team meeting. We're going to talk about how I can improve. Oh, here's someone that said, I need to listen better. I don't listen good. What's everybody saying? Oh, yeah, you listen, you're good. No, that's not the way to do it. If you're a leader watching this, when you ask for opinion, listen to the opinion. Don't try to get around it or show that you're some, I don't know. Really, you do listen, but this one person doesn't think you do. Don't put other people down for their opinion. Listen, you moron. Moron. Listen to what people say. Then when you have a general consensus of honesty, because they trust you to not come down on them because they were honest with you, and you make positive changes, your company, your church, your family will excel, and it will be sustainable. Okay, let me move on. I'm getting long on this thing. Commitment. Oh boy, did I use the C word? Yes, I did. I did use the C word. This bugs me. Well, you guys already know what I'm going to say. But anyhow, oh, let's move in together. We need to try out each other to see if we're compatible. No. Ladies and guys, but mostly ladies. No. We're not moving in together. No. We're not having sex before marriage. No. You like this? Let's see this. Well, maybe better than that, but you know what I mean. They don't have to put a big diamond on your finger. But people that live together before marriage, why do they do that? It's not to try anything. It is trying something out, but it's not correct. They don't want to commit. If a guy or a girl wants to go out with you, wants to move in together, but they don't want to get married, ding, ding, ding. Red flag right there. No commitment. At the first sign of any big time trouble, they're gone, buddy. They're out the door. Oh, well, I don't want to be so negative. So let me move on. Commitment. Doesn't matter if it's church, company, family, athletic team. You know, if you, some coaches I really don't like, but generally coaches are pretty good. So if they say, guys, we need to be here at 10 a.m. Saturday morning to practice football for 2 hours, be there at 10 to 10. Practice for the 2 hours. Put everything you got into it for that 2 hours. Then go home. These coaches that try to bulk up their team and say, oh, you guys need to be big and bulky, eat all these carbs and everything. They're setting those people up for health problems in their 30s. And if you have a coach like that at your school, y'all need to get rid of him quick, because he is going to injure and set your kids up for a lifetime of health issues and early death. Anyway, I know about that for a fact. No member of a department can depend on another because they want to protect their territory. No commitment. This is my project. This is my team. This is not, man. You're in a company. You need to work together and get input from people that will be affected by what your team does, what their team does. Accountability, I don't much care for this word, but anyway. Here's what the real meaning of it is. It means, and I'm going to read it so I won't put any spin on it. It means subject to the obligation to report, explain, or justify something, to be responsible, to be answerable. It does not mean spill your guts to every group person that you come in contact. Oh, I did this, and oh my, y'all please forgive me. What a crock. Nobody needs to know all the stuff that you've done. They just need to know that you're going to make things right. Okay? Results. So am I talking bottom line? No, too much of the Harvard Business School that came out in the 60s went to the bottom line. That's why our company's in such shabby shape today across not just the nation, the entire world. Bottom line is, that's a good word. It's a crock. Sorry, it's the best thing I can come up with without saying anything else. The bottom line is baloney. Baloney. If you want to have a company, a church, a family, any kind of business that will be sustained, don't look at the bottom line. Look at what is it you're promoting? What is it you want? How do you want your family to be? How do you want your church to be? How do you want your business to be and have other people perceive it with quality and service, good products, not the bottom line. That's what happened to the automobile industry in the 70s. None of you know this probably. I don't know if there's anybody old enough watching that knows this. But anyway, in 1969, the four then major car companies in the U.S. decided, you know what? We need to sell more cars. So let's fix our cars so that they break down. They start deteriorating every 5 years. Hey, it gives us long-term money, millions and billions of dollars coming in. Well, it backfired on them because Japan said, let's do quality, let's improve, let's get better at what we do, and let's build a better car. Y'all can look at history, and you know what happened. Japan took over the market because of the idiots at the head of these American companies that were looking at the bottom line with their MBAs from Harvard. We need to figure things on a 6-month scale. No, you need to figure things on a 25-year scale. Look, see, how can I make my company, my family, my church, my business, me better long term? Some of my kids do CrossFit. I don't. And never will. But anyway, they do. So they like to do it. They enjoy doing it. And they work at getting better and better at it. And they're committed to it. And they get up before they go to work and do CrossFit at a gym and then go to work. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. If that's what you want to do it. However, the key here is the results they get. They've been doing this for, I don't know, a couple of years or whatever. It's been a long time. And their health is good. They're strong. They feel good. Their bodies are toned. See, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes work. So let me move on. I'm ending this thing up. I've been talking too long. Determine to create a successful team environment, whatever your situation. What can you do better to bring about positive change? How is what your team, family, business, church, whatever, what you're doing now working? And modify and adjust in areas that are not working. You guys can look and see that. Don't look at our sales are down. Okay. What do you want to do? Get more sales? No. Why are sales down? Oh, it's the environment. Oh, it's the government. Oh, it's the virus. No. Why? What's the root, the cause of sales being down? Did you know some companies expanded during the coronavirus pandemic? Anyhow, baloney. Sorry. Some companies actually grew. You have to readjust your thinking, your perception, and your interaction with not just your employees and staff and your bosses or the people with whom you deal with, your customers, your clientele. You have to adjust yourself to make you, your company, your product appealing, something that will meet a need. If they're hungry, they're going to probably like cereal unless you don't market it right. And I don't know how you can market cereal bad, but There's bound to be a way. Whatever you're doing, think about it. And for those of you guys in church and pastors and leaders that watch my videos, how are you marketing God? I saw a few heads wagging on that one. Church is a business. It's a business of God. You are marketing salvation and renewal and relationship with the creator of the universe. It's not about what can we do for God. He doesn't need us. It's what can we do to help others see us as role models as to what they would like to attain or achieve. We are role models of God. And if we just go along with everything that comes about, one of my pet peeves is having people on stage with jeans with holes cut in them. Oh, that's the style. Well, I don't care. Who wants to attain to be able to have jeans with holes in them? I can do that all day long for them. I got a pair of scissors and click, click, click. Hey, you're in style, man. If they looked at the root of the holy jeans, they would never, no one, but ever wear them again unless they just wanted to be like the lowest people on the planet. Y'all look it up. I am not going to even tell you. Look up the word that it was started and why it was started. And I think many of you will be awakened as to the tattoos. Look into the history of tattoos. Tattoos were things that's been around for a long time. They denoted you as a slave. Simple as that. Anyway, let's get positive. So being considered trustworthy by others is a great honor. And with that thought, I'm going to close out. Please send me comments, ideas, anything y'all would like me to talk about. Be glad to talk about it. Be glad to chat with you. Sometimes I get people that do chat with me on here. And let me know what you feel. How do you see my broadcasts going, and are they helpful to you? Okay, make it an extraordinary week.